What an interesting deal in a world, well, deal that might come to be in the world of media. The French media giant Canal Plus has made an offer to fully buy out the South African broadcaster MultiChoice. Now, that all-cash offer of around $2 billion would buy all the shares that Canal Plus does not already own. At the moment, the firm owns about 36.6% of MultiChoice. Now, the offer is priced at $6.7 a share. It's an improvement on the $5.60 that MultiChoice rejected back in February. Analysts say a deal would essentially create a pan-African broadcasting powerhouse with tens of millions of subscribers across some 50 countries, and it would also be able to put the African continent at scale to global audiences and compete in a global market. Let's bring in Sumitra Naidu for more data on this story. Sumitra, good to have you on the program. So, when you speak to analysts on your side of the continent, what do they make of this offer to buy MultiChoice, especially at a time when streaming is becoming increasingly accessible on the continent? I mean, put another way, is Canal Plus perhaps buying a bit of a lemon here? What value do they see in a legacy TV business?
Well, it's interesting, Rama. Africa is still very attractive for a number of industries, and some analysts say that the continent is particularly important for media and broadcasting companies. It still offers so much to them. Before Canal Plus made an offer for MultiChoice, many had thought that Comcast would make a bid for the South African company. Now, Comcast is obviously the rival to Canal Plus. The US media giant last year bought 30% of MultiChoice's streaming service Showmax, which makes the current deal on the table with Canal Plus very interesting. Now, Canal Plus already has a strong presence across Francophone Africa. That's about 23 countries in Central and West Africa. And it has almost no presence in the rest of Africa. Now, MultiChoice covers the entire sub-Saharan African region. If this deal goes ahead, it will basically give Canal Plus presence across the entire continent. So there will be some stiff competition with the likes of Netflix, but Canal Plus won't be a new entrant into this market. It will have an established leading network in that of MultiChoice. Interestingly, in November last year, Showmax subscribers reached 2.1 million, overtaking Netflix's 1.8 million subscribers. Rama?
So under South African law, though, foreign entities can only own 49% max of local commercial broadcasters, presumably to deal with control of content issues. How will Canal Plus deal with that legal hurdle?
Well, this is the biggest question right now on how this deal will go ahead. Now, according to the Electronic Communications Act in South Africa, no foreign entity can hold more than 20% shares in a local broadcaster. Now, Canal Plus is already beyond that, as it currently holds 36.6% shares in MultiChoice. Now, Canal suggested that it had found a way around this, but analysts say they still don't see how, as the rules haven't changed. Government is reportedly looking at redrafting some of these rules to raise ownership to around 49%, but nothing at this point is official. Even at 49% ownership won't make this deal legal, as Canal is looking to buy the remaining shares that it doesn't already own in MultiChoice. Now, the rules as it stands says no foreign entity can exercise control over a commercial broadcasting licensee or have a financial interest either in shares or capital in a commercial broadcasting licensee exceeding 20%. So it's not clear at this stage. The regulator, ICASA, will be the ultimate decider on this deal.
Indeed, I wonder exactly how they managed to get to that 36.6% threshold without, triggering an inquiry of some sort from ICASA. But we'll cover that a little later. Standard Bank, though, they've been appointed by the board on MultiChoice's side to look at the merits of the latest offer from Canal Plus. When should we expect their review to be in?
Well, no specific time frame was given, but Standard Bank, of course, appointed to have a look at the fairness of the offer on the table. A new independent board has also been appointed to look into this deal. I don't know how independent, because they do include directors from MultiChoice, Showmax, Netcare, and international directors as well from companies in the UK as well as from Canada. This is a very big deal. If it does go ahead, we could see MultiChoice being delisted from the JSE. So many questions still need to be answered around this deal and whether it will actually go ahead. But obviously the new news coming through today is that they MultiChoice has actually changed its tune, and it now seems to be in agreement with Canal Plus. So it's going to be very interesting, definitely one to watch.